Elon Musk is about to fill your bank account. Don't regret it later. I am speaking to you now because your heart has been waiting for a sign, and the clock is already moving. 6 minutes is not a myth. It is the breath between hesitation and breakthrough. The narrow doorway between old lack and new abundance. I have set this moment before you like a sealed envelope with your true name written across it. And if you break the seal with faith, you will see what I have been arranging out of your sight. Do not run from this. Do not minimize it as coincidence. I am the one who calls what is not as though it already is. Who knits opportunities together with people and places they never imagined. Who writes checks in the currency of favor and deposits them as courage in the soul. I am telling you softly but firmly. Do not skip this, because what others call impossible, I have already scheduled in your timeline. You have known dry seasons where you stretched every coin and weighed every choice, where you measured the price of hope like it was too expensive to purchase. But I was there in the quiet, training your hands to hold plenty without trembling. I was there when the phone did not ring, when the inbox was silent, when the faces that promised help faded like mist. I kept your lamp alive. I taught you to budget faith when resources were thin. I showed you how to find a path where no road could be seen. And now I bring you to a threshold you prayed for in the midnight hours. A windfall disguised as decision. A door unlocked by obedience. You are not reading these words by accident. Your spirit asked me for confirmation, and I am answering plainly. Step forward. I am sending a messenger into your story who does not even realize they are an instrument in my hand. It will confuse those who remember the days you were overlooked. It will silence those who laughed when you believed for more. They will ask, why them? Why now? And they will not know that I delight to prepare a table in the presence of those doubts and feed you with a future that was always yours. What I am arranging is not a lottery ticket. It is a covenant. It is not wishful thinking. It is a written assignment moving toward you with the speed of destiny. I have placed your name where you never placed your feet. I have whispered your story into rooms where you were not present. The sound of your faith has been echoing in places you thought were unreachable. And I have turned ears you never met to listen. You have seen the name of a man appear again and again in your journey's headlines. A figure of fame and invention, a symbol of audacity, risk, and forward motion, Elon Musk. Hear me. I can use any person on the earth like a pen to sign a chapter for you. I can turn the heart of a leader as easily as I turn the wind. I am not limited by celebrity or status, by wealth or distance. If I choose to make a funnel of provision through a public name like Elon Musk, it is because I am teaching you that I am Lord over names. Do not idolize the instrument. Honor the author. If I say that funds will flow toward you, then the accounts will line up with my decree. I can cause a yes to rise in a place that once said, not possible. I can cause a transfer to find the exact digits that identify your life. I can make money a servant of purpose in your hands rather than a master of worry in your mind. You have been faithful with small things. The tiny seed sown when it hurt. The prayer whispered when you were tired. The kindness you offered without a camera to capture it. You were faithful with daily bread, and therefore I will trust you with baskets. As I increase what you carry, I also increase your capacity to steward without fear and to give without calculation. Let no guilt attach itself to abundance. Poverty taught you speed. Wisdom will now teach you pace. Breathe. Receive. Learn the rhythm of overflow. Stop wondering whether you deserve it. Grace is not a wage. This is not theft. This is inheritance. This is not a bribe. This is alignment. I am teaching you to manage yes with humility and to manage no with patience. And when I open this valve, understand the pressure you feel is not to prove yourself to critics. It is to pour yourself into purpose. There is a countdown in your spirit for a reason. 6 minutes is a picture, a parable of immediacy. I am not saying the calendar only holds 6 literal minutes for you. I am saying the window is open now, and hesitation is the enemy of harvest. Do not delay the signature. Do not quiet the "go" I put in your chest. Start the application. Send the reply. Accept the call. Draft the plan. Put your name on the line as one who expects me to back what you build. When your hand shakes, let it be from awe, not fear. I am with you in the typing, the clicking, the sending. I am with you in the paperwork and the passwords. I am with you as digits move from one screen to another. I am with you as the numbers change in your favor and your timeline tilts toward laughter. There will be noise around this. Some will caution you with their own fear. Some will call you reckless for believing me. Some will question the source because they cannot comprehend that I can use a very public river, like the influence of Elon Musk, to water a very private garden. Smile and remain steady. Do not argue your promise into smaller pieces just to fit their understanding. Do not announce every step. Announce the fruit when it ripens. There is wisdom in quiet staging. There is safety in sacred timing. Build the walls before you raise the flag. Let the testimony mature before you put it on display. I am giving you the discernment to know when to speak and when to simply move. In the days behind you, you learn to survive. In the days ahead of you, you will learn to allocate. Your bank balance will not be a mirror for your value. It will be a tool for your assignment. I will show you which debts to silence first, which responsibilities to lighten, which dreams to fund, which community to strengthen. I will show you how to put to work the wealth that once intimidated you. I will teach your hands to build a refuge for others who are still in the hallway you're leaving. I will make generosity your default and excellence your language. You will pay attention to sense because you respect the source, and you will release big numbers without trembling because you trust the stream. Listen, do not compromise your integrity to reach what is already walking toward you. Do not cut corners or mimic deceit. The blessing I give does not require bending truth. Keep your signature clean. Keep your heart unbitter. If an old disappointment tries to sit down in this new chair, escort it out. There is no seat for cynicism at your future's table. If a voice whispers that you do not belong in rooms of influence, remember you did not force the door. I opened it. If shame appears with old stories, answer it with new fruit. Your history does not disqualify my mercy. Your lack of a last name in certain circles does not disqualify my favor. What I am doing will be provable, traceable, and undeniable. Not because you boast, but because outcomes testify. Let this be clear, the mention of a famous name like Elon Musk in this promise is a signpost, not a shrine. I am not elevating a mortal. I am demonstrating mastery over channels. If I choose to place your name in the mind of someone who can move digits with a decision, remember I am the giver, not the gifted person. Do not anchor your joy to any human. Anchor your joy to me, and you will be unshaken whether people come or go. But in this case, I am commanding an unusual convergence, ideas, introductions, approvals, and transfers. A choreography that will leave you humbled and certain that I alone could have written it. Now, hear the instructions that guard the increase. First, gratitude daily, not performative gratitude that seeks applause, but secret gratitude that keeps the heart bright. Second, order your affairs, documents in place, accounts secure, records clean, counsel wise. Excellence is worship. Third, put purpose on the calendar. Do not let windfall become wandering. Assign your money before it assigns you. Fourth, sow where you are fed. Invest in the streams that irrigated your desert: faith, learning, craft, community. Fifth, rest. Scarcity taught you to sprint forever. Promise teaches you to run your distance. I am not blessing you to burn you out. I am blessing you to build you up. A sign will follow to confirm these words, an unexpected message from a source you once assumed unreachable, and it will arrive in a way that makes you pause, smile, and realize I have been listening to the smallest details. The timing will be peculiar, as if it lands at the exact minute your hope speaks. Now, another sign. A number you keep noticing will match a figure on a document, a transfer, or an agreement, and you will know I have stamped the moment. Pay attention to double confirmations. I am kind to your faith and generous with clarity. If fear rises in your throat, say my name. If doubt calls your phone, let it ring into silence. If anxiety tries to bargain with you, answer it with memory. Remind yourself of the nights I kept you, of the bills I paid through mysterious kindness, of the open doors that were supposed to be locked. You are not lucky. You are loved. You are not stumbling into this. You are being guided. You are not trespassing in wealth. You are inheriting responsibility. You are not impersonating success. You are growing into your assignment. Stand up inside yourself and agree with me. There will be moments when you ask how this came together so neatly. You will retrace steps and see fingerprints in places you did not look before. I was there aligning calendars and moving obstacles you never knew were in your lane. I was there whispering your name where you would never have dared to speak it. I was there pointing your profile toward eyes that were prepared to favor you. And yes, I can move the heart and resources of a mogul, a founder, a well-known figure like Elon Musk. Elon Musk is no exception to my reach. If it pleases me to emphasize that I am God over the gates of influence, your praise belongs to me alone. Bow to no platform. Bow to the presence. So breathe in this moment. The 6-minute window is a metaphor and a mandate. Act within grace while grace is emphasizing your path. Send the message you have drafted. Accept the meeting you have hesitated to accept. Secure the account settings you have postponed. Finish the registration you kept for someday. Confirm the details that finalize the flow. Move the obstacle that only needed your yes. Watch as the figures change and the burden lifts. This is not a trick. This is a turning. I am also protecting you as I promote you. There are offers that will come dressed in gold but stitched with strings. Let wisdom test every opportunity. If a door requires you to betray your peace, it is not the door I opened. If a clause coerces, it is not my clause. I will give you an inner green light that does not flicker. Follow that. I will place around you 1 or 2 voices that are steady and clean. Listen to them. You do not need the crowd to agree. You need the cloud of my presence to remain. Keep your eyes clear, your boundaries firm, and your motives pure. The increase will not tempt you away from me. It will move you closer because you will see what partnership with heaven truly looks like. I am not merely funding your life. I am financing your assignment. Projects will rise from your heart like buildings on cleared land. People will find shelter in the work of your hands. You will become a sign that I lift the humble, that I restore the years the locusts have eaten, that I clothe purpose with provision when the time is ripe. There will be testimonies with names and dates and screenshots and receipts, and they will not be for boasting, but for faith building. You will not have to embellish, reality will be generous. Take one more look at the fear that told you wealth would corrupt you. It was lying to keep you small. I have already purified your appetite. You do not crave applause. You crave impact. You do not chase possessions. You pursue destiny. That is why I can trust you now. I am not late. I am exact. I am bringing the figures to match the vision, the partnerships to match the plan, and the timing to match the readiness of your soul. You are not behind. You are on my schedule. Let the minutes count down with confidence. Let your fingers move with decision. Let your eyes lift from the old ledgers of what was to the new page of what is. I have signed this day with favor. I have stamped this hour with help. I have set this season like a table with your name card in front of the cup that overflows. Take your seat. Take your portion. Take your peace. And when the deposit arrives, whether by the hand of an unlikely benefactor like Elon Musk or by the chain of approvals I have already set in motion, lift your head and remember who authored the miracle. I am the Lord, your provider. I do not tease, I transform. I do not bait, I build. I do not play games with your hunger. I fill. Open your heart. Open your hands. Open the message. Open the door. Do not skip this. 6 minutes is only the sign on the clock. Your yes is the key in the lock. Turn it now and step into the room I have prepared for you. I speak to you now, and I do not stutter. I come to you as the calm behind the storm, as the breath before the trumpet, as the hand that steadies you when your mind runs too fast. You have asked for a word, and I have carried it to you on a path of light that no shadow can sabotage. Listen with your full attention. 6 minutes is not a threat. It is a window. A window is not a wall. You can step through it if you listen, if you move, if you honor what I am placing in your spirit. You asked me for a sign that I am not finished with you. You asked me to prove that I, the Lord, still move money, still move hearts, still move mountains in front of names that people thought were too small to matter. Hear me, I am the Lord over time, and I am the Lord over supply, and I am the Lord over the names that move the world. This word is for you. When you feel the clock tick now, feel it like a drumline of destiny. 6 minutes is enough to turn a door handle. 6 minutes is enough to say yes to what you have delayed. 6 minutes is enough to unplug your heart from doubt and plug it into my promise. You are not running out of minutes. You are stepping into meaning. Your next breath is not ordinary. Your next choice is not small. I have set a table in front of you with an envelope on it. On the envelope is your name. Inside that envelope, I have written a figure that scares your anxiety and heals your future at the same time. Do not let your fear talk over my voice. I am not negotiating with your past. I am appointing your next. You have dreamed in private and trembled in public. You have deleted plans and retyped prayers, thinking perhaps you were asking too big or too strangely, as if the size of your petition could embarrass me. The one who pours oceans, the one who measures constellations with a span of my hand. I am not embarrassed by your request. I am excited by your agreement. You do not worship money. You steward purpose. And money will march behind purpose like a disciplined army behind a righteous king. I am not giving you coins to count. I am giving you capacity to carry. Do not let small minds talk you out of big obedience. Do not let old voices drag you back into old budgets. Your valley taught you the price of survival. Your mountain will teach you the purpose of overflow. Listen again, ears open. Spirit awake. Your name is rising in rooms you've never entered. Your story is being summarized in conversations that never include you. People you have watched from a distance, like Elon Musk, have been instructed by curiosity, by the market, by the quiet pressure I place on the winds of influence to position resources where your path is about to step. Do you understand? I make kings notice shepherds. I make moguls discover mustard seeds. I make thunder roll out of whispers. There is a message with your name on it moving toward you with the speed of a push notification. Headlines have a way of turning into handshakes when I breathe on them. You asked me specifically for a sign involving a name that the world studies and quotes and writes about as if money were the only language it spoke. You asked me if I could use what seems impossible to remind you that nothing is impossible for me. Hear me, I can take the attention of the powerful and place it like a spotlight on those I have chosen. Not because you bow to their fame, but because I bend fame to serve your purpose. I can move digits as easily as I move planets. I can move a direct deposit as easily as I move the dawn. I am not subject to business hours. I am the author of time. I can make a payment arrive as a parable more than a transfer. It will be a translation of what I have been telling you, that you were never abandoned by opportunity, only prepared by process. If I choose to send funds through the hands of those the world calls giants, like Elon Musk, it is because giants make good messengers when they remember who gave them their height. Let your heart settle and your posture rise. The next minutes are not for panic. They are for positioning. I want you to do 3 things, and I want you to do them with clean hands and a ready mind. First, renounce the lie that you are unworthy of sudden good news. You are not unworthy of surprise mercy. You are not unworthy of precise provision. You are not unworthy of a gift that finds you without notice, because I, the Lord, delight to catch you learning to receive. Second, decide who you will bless before the blessing arrives. Decisions made in advance protect you from confusion in the rush. Decide now what percentage of increase will be sown, what debts will be retired, what projects will be revived, what quiet kindness you will perform with no camera and no applause. Third, commit to purity. Gifts have weight. I will not let them break you. Purity is posture. It lets you carry without collapse. Guard your name. Guard your accounts. Guard your agreements. Where I am taking you, convenience is a poor counselor, and clarity is a shield. Hear me clearly. I am not authorizing recklessness or fantasy. I am training your faith to steward reality. I do not do gimmicks. I do glory. I do not do rumors. I do results. Some will hear this word and run to counterfeit offers. You will not be among them. You will be the one who waits in wisdom, who reads carefully, who consults counsel, who verifies every corridor where money flows. You will move with the dignity of someone who knows that miracles do not require panic. Remember this. I am not only the God who opens doors. I am the God who teaches you how to walk through them without tripping. I don't want you to just receive. I want you